what's up? And I am back, man. We got a lot of reviews going on today, don't we? We're here for another retro review, and this is going to be our review for Noah's Ark. Season 1, episode, what are we on? 7, yes, episode 7. And this episode is, what is it titled? I don't remember. It'll be up here. I don't remember the title of the episode. God, you think I would remember this stuff? But yeah, I don't know. I think, wait, it's called, hold on. Y'all, I should be better than it. Love is a Battlefield. That's what it is. Love is a Battlefield. Anyway, so we start off with everybody's still at Guy's house. Alex tried to break in or whatever he tried to do, and Alex was in the pool. So Alex is drying off. Noah is, comforting Alex. Alex is drying off. Trey is going off. Okay, for the old and the new, calling him all kinds of bitches and all kinds of shit. Ricky and Chance come over to bring some clothes for Alex to change into. But Trey is livid. You hear me? You hear me? Livid. Now, at that point, Ricky says he thinks he's falling in love and passes out on the ground. Next thing we know, we see Ricky in the hospital. He's been admitted into the hospital. He got MRSA, or staph, as some people like to call it. But MRSA, MRSA. I remember during that time period, I think it was from 05 to about 07, there was this big outbreak of MRSA all over the country at that time. And I remember because I was a young teacher, and I remember there was this whole movement of hand sanitizer all throughout the schools and every classroom and everything. And I remember vividly during that time, MRSA was a big thing. They had to sanitize the schools and stuff like that. Not too off from what we're going through right now, but now is, on steroids. Anyway, Genito is there and treating him. Remember, Genito's doing his residency, and he, tells him, we're going to give you antibiotics and everything to treat this staph infection or whatnot. And then he says, but do you frequent, we need to know where it came from. Do you frequent bathhouses or clubs where, people have sex a lot, like sex parties and stuff? And he was like, no, never. Just lying. Ricky then admits that he's never had an HIV test. He's never in his whole life had an HIV test, which everybody was surprised to hear. Chance then tells everybody that Eddie proposed to him. He hasn't given him an answer yet. Ricky and Alex say, girl, don't do it. No, girl, go ahead and do it. Noah says, girl, don't do it. For all of the reasons that we already know, okay? Noah then goes over to Brandy's office at the Paramount Studios. Brandy tells him, after the success of his rewrite, they want him to submit a pitch for a movie. That they have they want to get a movie for Will Smith and Dave Chappelle, and she wants him to come up with a pitch for it. He says, well, I have a pitch, but Noah has to be in on it with me. And she was like, listen, we don't see it for Noah right now. Noah is old news. We don't really see it for him right now. We see it for you. But she was like, if you're going to be involved and not just him, then I'll let y'all go ahead and do it together. Then we see Trey and Alex down to couples therapy or marriage counseling or whatever you call it. Child, they got Adele Givens as their marriage counselor. I loves me some Adele Givens. And if you don't know who Adele Givens is, go look her up on YouTube and look at some of her old stand-up comedy. She is hilarious. Hilarious. Okay? Then she asked Trey, and Alex to tell her, what's going on. And Trey says, listen, Alex is too demanding. He wants me to bring home the bacon. He wants me to help him at his new clinic. He wants me to, do all of these, million things. And I never get any time just for myself or maybe to hang out with just my friends. And I thought about it. Every time we've seen them now, we've only seen what the cameras have shown us, and this is, a scripted show, not reality. But every time we see Trey, it is always with Alex and his friends. And that kind of gets old for anybody in a relationship. Anyway, Alex says Trey ain't putting it down in bed. And the counselor says, "Is that really the reason?" Alex and Alex gets quiet, and Trey says, "See, when he gets quiet like that, he knows I'm right and I'm telling the truth." Back down to the hospital, Janito is treating Ricky, who seems to be doing well and progressing with the antibiotics, and he tells Ricky, you'll be out in a couple days. Um, he tells Ricky, listen, don't worry about the HIV test until the results come back. Don't let it bother you. Ricky then tells him, hey, listen, I wasn't honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I've been with a lot of men. I've been with a lot of men. Many, many men. In the immortal words of Blanche Devereaux. Okay? And he was like, yeah, triple digits. Anyway, have I been with triple digits? I'll never tell. I'll never tell. Anyway, Janito says it's fine. If you do end up being positive, it's fine. He said, are you sure? He says, no, I'm not sure. I'm positive. Meaning he's positive. So Janito shares with him that he's positive. Which is, a courageous step, especially early on in a relationship like that. You run the risk of somebody's, getting the hell out of Dodge and saying, I don't want to pause you. So I'm sure that was pretty courageous of him to do that. Noah then goes to Wade's house and I don't know who else there. Noah house, Wade house, one of their houses, and tells Wade about the pitch that Brandy told him he needs to make. He also tells Wade, I want you to do it with me. I told her that you would do it with me. And Wade is like, no, it's yours. You go ahead and do it. I don't even care. And then he tells Wade, Will Smith and Dave Chappelle are supposed to be in it. He says, well, I guess I'll do it. So he says, all right, we'll go ahead and do it. So at first they was about to have sex, but when he told Noah that it's due Friday, he was like, that's 48 hours. Even if we're asleep, we got to get to work. So they immediately start working on the script. After that, we see that Chance is in class, okay? Now, he has this whole lesson he's doing. However, the lesson is veiled in the situation that he has going on with Eddie. And he's asking them questions, asking them to answer the questions in a non-traditional way. But in essence, he's trying to get answers to the questions that he has about whether or not he should be with Eddie. Excuse me, y'all. It is late and I am tired. We then see Noah and Wade are working on the pitch. Noah wants one of the characters to be gay. Wade said, listen, we need to keep this one hetero. Because I know Will Smith, I worked with him and this, that, and the third. And Noah acquiesces and coalesces and says, there are two words for us today, acquiesce and coalesce. Come on now. Anyway, Alex, Trey, not Trey, damn it, I'm mixing names. Well, Noah and Wade work that out and they agree to go with the hetero thing. Alex and Trey come to, Alex has Trey come to the supermarket. Alex is at the supermarket, at the grocery store, shopping there. Trey's like, well, why did you call me here? What's up, babe? And he was like, do you see what's in my basket? Do you see where we at? And they immediately remember the first time they met at the grocery store. And they go back through the whole conversation that they had. And it was real cute and real lovey-dovey. And I was here for it. I was here for all of it. And those are things that go a long way to help a relationship. So I thought that was smart of Alex. Down to the hospital, Janito tells Ricky, hey, listen, I know you want to ask me about my status. Go ahead and ask. And so Ricky does. And Janito goes through educating not only Ricky, but educating a lot of America through this show about HIV, because it's, especially within the black community and the black gay community, there wasn't a lot of talk about what it was to live with it. I didn't even know, and I don't think I paid attention to it during the episode when it originally aired, but I didn't know, about that there was even undetectable status back then, and this is '05, and I didn't even know what that meant back. I know I didn't even know what that was or meant back then. And he talks about, I only take how many pills he has to take a day. He talks about T cell counts, viral loads, and there's this conversation that is had that is, yes, for the two characters, but it was for the viewing public because there were so many people that were just unaware of a lot of what it meant to live with HIV. Certainly no clue of what it meant to date someone with HIV, living with HIV. So then we see um Janito tells Ricky, listen, I didn't fear the disease. The thing I feared the most was that nobody would want to kiss me again. Never finding somebody that would want to kiss me again because I had it. And Ricky, leans over and kisses him. And it was real sweet, real nice, real sappy. Chance and Eddie are at home. And Chance says, listen, I need to talk to you. You need to give me 3 reasons why I should not marry you. And then he says, give me 3 reasons why I should marry you. And so Eddie does all of that. And Chance then agrees to marry him. Child, you better than me, Chance. Listen, let me tell you something. It's no way in hell I would be marrying him. I'm not saying it wouldn't maybe not eventually happen, but it would be in the sweet by and by. It wouldn't be right then. You just don't have enough information to make that big of a decision right now. But, this is the magical world of television. Wade and Noah go to the studio to pitch the film. And there's an executive there with Brandy. And they say, we like it, but liking a pitch isn't enough for us to green light it. We have to love it. And so I remember it was called Fine Art. And so he was like, Wade was like, well, we left out the best part. We're going to make one of the characters gay. And he was like, yeah, we're going to make the characters gay. One of them will be like more like hip hop. The other one will be more Queenie. And, everybody simultaneously is looking at those two like, yeah, y'all talking about each other. But the white man loves it when Noah chimes in and says, yeah, it'll be like that sketch on In Living Color called Men on Film. Now listen, all of the Men on sketches in Living Color were phenomenal. Listen, that's some of the best writing seen in sketch comedy. Back on the Living Color, Men on. They did Men on Films, Men on TV, Men on Sports, it was just Men on Books, Men on a whole lot of stuff. But it was always, hi, I'm Blaine Edwards, and I'm Antoine Merriweather, and welcome to Men on Films or Men on Sports or Men on whatever. It was always so good, and they always had the snaps at the end. Phenomenal, just the writing. Go catch it on YouTube. Anyway, so they immediately love it, and it looks like they're going to get the green light for this pitch. Okay. Back down to Alex's clinic now. The guys are there. The 4 of them are there. Alex is there, and Noah picks up Ricky from the hospital and brings Ricky there. And Alex tells them all about the work at the counseling that they had and that it didn't really work, but that he had found a different mechanism or different remedy with which to, fix him and Trey's issue. And Chance pushes back and says, because he says we're back to normal, and Chance pushes back and says, well, isn't that normal what got y'all to this point? That's a whole nother story. You got all this advice for them, Chance, but you ain't got no advice for your damn self. You just got cheated on. At least Alex ain't been cheated on. Whole nother story. Ricky's results are in, and he looks at the results and find out that he's negative to everyone's surprise. Okay? He don't even believe it. None of them believe it. And finally, Alec looks at Chance's hand and sees the wedding ring. And he goes, what is that? And they find out that Chance accepted the proposal and he's now engaged and they got to plan a wedding. And it goes off from there. Now, this was a great episode because we've had high drama the past couple episodes. So we needed a little dip in the drama where it wasn't too much drama this episode, just enough to keep the story moving, not high drama. And you always need that ebb and flow with the drama. So I love this episode because it gave us that, and it had some really touching and some edifying moments. Okay, now we know there are only 2 more episodes in this season, so episodes 8 and 9 are going to be high on drama. So we needed this exhale episode, and now we'll be back tomorrow with more of the drama and more of Noah's Ark. I hope, please continue to leave comments, I should say. I have enjoyed all of the comments that I've been getting. I've been getting some really, really good comments from a lot of you all who don't normally comment in the comment section, and I really appreciate that. Keep them coming. I am here for it, and I am here for y'all. Y'all keep it coming. We're doing this all the way up until the reunion on July 5th. All right, that's all I got for y'all this review. Until tomorrow. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.